Good evening, folks. Welcome to the Daily Dose of Dawn, Hate Watch Edition. That's right, we are finally back from vacation, getting back on, caught up, and today we are going to talk about Daredevil, the finale. Well, at this point, you can say I don't feel sorry for you if I spoil anything because it's been out for like a week. So, there you go. Alrighty. As always, folks, hit that like, subscribe button. If you're watching this on TikTok, mosey on over to YouTube, The Daily Dose of Dawn. Watch the whole video. Or if you just enjoy the clips, well, keep enjoying the clips, but hit that like button. Alright. As I said, it's a Hate Watch edition. We are doing the Daredevil season finale, and much like my previous complaint, the thumbnail once again spoils it and shows us the Punisher right there, plain as day. So, all right, we know he's gonna show up in this. All right. Let's see here. Let's get this going real quick, though. We usually like to play golf as of late doing this, but my computer has decided to screw up. So hopefully it starts working again on its own. Alright, so we start up the episode and we get a flashback to Vanessa talking to Ben Poindexter, who at least in this was finally, identified officially as Bullseye. But, yep. Now, it still really doesn't make any sense. So Vanessa gets him out of prison so that he can kill Foggy Nelson. All right. But I would not have remembered this if I hadn't have just recently rewatched Daredevil season 3. But I mean, like at the end, Poindexter was trying to kill Kingpin because he killed his shrink lady friend, his North Star, if you will, and was trying to replace her as such. Ah, fuck. Oh, well. Okay. But none of this is mentioned. I mean, I guess they're kind of like, yeah, like, we're not on great terms. Yeah, because he tried to kill Kingpin. And, like, right in front of Vanessa, too. It was actually kind of a weird scene, but, whatever. But Vanessa pulls her strings and gets Poindexter out of prison somehow. I don't know. Like, that's pretty powerful if you can get a dude who, like, murdered a whole shitload of people out of prison for no reason. Oh, the best part. Oh, wait, yeah, because he is in a nut house. And the best part is, like, while they're talking, the orderly drops the drugs there, but, like, doesn't make sure he takes them. So, yeah, again, you guys aren't really trying anymore. All right. But, yeah. So this is revealed that, yes, it was Vanessa that let him out of prison and hired him to go after Foggy Nelson. So we go back to the present time, and Matt wakes up after having been shot. We'll get into the timeline, but just bear with me here, okay? So he's been shot, all right, and he's trying to tell Helen, hey, the Kingpin is like using you to get to me or some shit, and you're on drugs or whatever. Still doesn't really make any sense why Matt took the bullet for Kingpin. All right, but all right. So Kingpin is back at this mayor's office, and he orders his dude like go kill Matt Murdock. I'm just like, oh shit, all right. And then on top of that, the Kingpin has like, there's some underlings of some shit end up friggin' causing a power outage. All right. So the power outage is at the hospital, and while the assassin dude is trying to like get him, Matt avoids him, and he is rescued by the Punisher, Frank Castle. All right. Hold on here. Mm, mm. Okay. Now, see again, Matt got like shot not very long ago, and he's already ready to suit up with Frank after a long conversation, about like whether Frank should give a shit or not, and Frank is all like, I'm definitely going to be slicing motherfuckers up and killing them. And I don't know, Daredevil just seems to go with it, but he gets back in the suit and he's in fighting condition despite having been shot like that day. But whatever. But there is this pretty awesome fight scene where the fucking like Frank is just murdering these motherfuckers like no mercy. All right. And Daredevil is just knocking him out, like won't kill him. And then they find the cop that murdered White Tiger, you know? So basically they go through like a back and forth where Daredevil refuses to kill the cop and then the Punisher eventually kills the cop. I have to admit, Disney did not fuck up the Punisher nearly as much as I expected them to with this. This was pretty gruesome, pretty brutal, pretty awesome. All right, I'll give them that. All right. But basically, more cops show up, and then they are eventually rescued by Karen, who has returned. All right. Good job, Karen. You saved them all. In the meanwhile, little bastard Daniel, he is out there on behalf of the Kingpin, blackmailing the city council to get everybody behind Fisk's crazy plan to declare martial law and do something with the ports that has not yet been revealed. See, again, like this is the series finale, and you don't even really know what the plan is, you know? Well, I mean, at least until now, but all right, we'll find out. But there we go. Bam. I don't really need more than one thermite. Oh boy. Alrighty then. Oh, so then we get a little bit into the political messaging, which, fine. There's a little bit of there. They're like, because the cops are like running around. He's like, he was just a kid. And like, the cop is like, nah, he was a masked vigilante. And then like plants a mask on him. Like, really? Yeah, makes sense. I guess they're going to do that. Oh, boy. So later on, the Punisher cops come after Frank again, and it's funny because they're all like, "Oh, come on, Frank, we just want to talk." And Frank just like fucks them up, no mercy again. Still, slicing and dicing. I mean, he kills probably like 5 or 6 of them. Okay. And they still end up just knocking him out. All right. Knocking his ass out and tying him to a chair. Zip tied to a chair now. Because, you know, you're gonna totally fucking, work with that guy after he just killed like 7, 8 of your buddies. Oh my god. All right. Um. So yeah, basically after a bit there, we go over and we did some shit with Kingpin and the Commissioner. We'll get back to that. But basically, these Punisher cops want Frank to join them. All right. And he's just like, "Ah, fuck you," you know. Now, all right, this is where I think they kind of super fucked up an opportunity here. Like, I would almost say, like, if you're gonna do this, this is what you should have done. Because here's the thing: is hold on, people. Yeah, swap it for that. Even though I might regret that. Boy, there we go. All right. Like, no, like, I figured they were going to do the famous panel. Okay, seriously, this is the thing. I've probably said this before on the show. This is a thing I like to say. Like, people will ask, why doesn't friggin', don't these cops that love the Punisher, like, don't they know that the Punisher hates cops? And it's like, well, no, dumbass, they don't know that because they didn't read the comics. They watched the TV shows, the cartoons, the movies, all right? That's where they know the Punisher from. And they know him as a guy who's like, hey, I'm going to friggin' murder a pickpocketer. All right? They could have actually done that famous fucking panel right here where Frank is like says to the corrupt cops like, you shouldn't idolize me. You should idolize Captain America. You know? But instead they do this weird like where Frank's like, do you think I know my pain? And I'm surprised that Disney would go that route with it. Simply because, I mean, he's kind of doing the whole like, I'm justified to murder people, but not you route. Which is, I would think that Disney would want to steer clear of. I don't know. They're doing better with Punisher than I expected, but yeah, they're still not really doing all that well. All right. Hey, I would like one of these, and I would like one of those, and I'd like that to be up and running. Stealth style shotgun. Let's get rid of this. Ooh, let's heal. That's a good idea. All right, folks. By the way, Jesus, I must need to drink a Dubby energy drink here because I almost forgot again that I had to give a shout out to Dubby. Dubby Energy Drink, yes, is the proud sponsor of the Daily Dose of Dawn. If you're out there grinding Fortnite, working long hours, or just trying to keep your brain from lagging, Dubby's got you covered. No sugar, no crash, just lean energy and laser sharp focus. Been sipping on it every stream, and let me tell you, this thing works great. All right, and stuff is quite delicious too. All right. Now then, and of course, go to the link in the description and use the promo code TDDD for the Daily Dose of Dawn, and you'll get 10% off your order. And you'll help the show. So go ahead and help support the show so we can do more hate watching together. You gotta do hate watching. We love hate watching, don't you? All right, folks. Back to the hate watching. All right. So, anyways, so the Kingpin, in the meantime, he learns that the commissioner is like, not loyal to him. Duh. He kind of has not been the entire goddamn season. So, what else does he really expect? Yeah. So we lure the commissioner out and we kill him. It's actually very brutal. The Kingpin squeezes his freaking skull. That is actually, I gotta admit, he fucked him right up. I totally forgot what I was doing on this, which was going for that thing, which is where the marker still is. So there's still time. Oh boy. There. Bam, bam. Alrighty. Anyway, so Daredevil is with Karen, alright, and they go and they scope out what Fisk is doing, alright, and they find out that the reason he wants this Red Hook port is because it's like a free port, I guess. Meaning it's not eligible, it's not susceptible to law, you know? The federal law, at least. It would definitely still be susceptible to international law. So, I mean, that's kind of a loophole, but whatever, So that's it. Kingpin wants to build a big thing there so he can run his criminal thing where he'd be untouchable by the law. That turns out to be his big plan. He ran for mayor to do that. I don't know. Kind of underwhelming, to be honest with you. There we go. There you go. All right. So Helen is given a job by Fisk. She's like, gonna be like the shrink, mental health against the vigilantes. All right. And then Fisk gives this speech. All right, this is where it gets really confusing because he's all like, the attempt on my life earlier tonight. Okay, and that's where I'm like, really? So it has not even been a day, and Matt got shot, and like he's already, oh, motherfucker. But yeah, he's already like back up in the suit after being shot and fighting people. But it's not even been like 12 hours, it seems. Like, what the hell, man? Oh, shit. Man, this guy is not going down very easy. screw this. I'm out of here. Let's get the hell out of here and back over to somewhere else. Maybe, yeah, here we go. All right. So basically, now Daredevil, he's scoping out Kingpin's like thing, and he's like, well, I mean, we can't really go after Kingpin because he's the mayor, and he controls the police. The police seem to be pretty willingly on his side. But Daredevil says he's like, we need an army to take on Fisk. Oh boy. Who could that be? Could it be the Defenders? Could they be coming? Everybody except for Iron Fist. You know? The guy who played Iron Fist sucked. Just recast him and nobody will care. Everybody will accept it. Ah, motherfucker. You know? It'd be totally alright. But yeah. But oh yeah. Good old Fisk. He puts everybody under martial law. And basically that's pretty much the end of the season. We then get a after credit scene in which we see the Punisher all chained up. I mean, well, first we got to see the Punisher all chained up and Fisk and Vanessa like walking by him on their way to eat dinner. What is with this motherfucker and eating dinner like near somebody who's like chained up and tortured? It's like I don't know. It honestly it seems like a weird fetish more than something to be feared. But all right. But we then get an after credit scene in which the Punisher escapes. You know, he does the thing where he talks to the guard, like, yeah, man, you know, you seem like a nice guy. I'm a totally nice guy, even though I'm in a cage and chained up. But, you know, can you come here? And you totally trust me. I'm definitely not trying my best to escape this totally life and death situation that I'm in. Yeah, and then, of course, he, you know, grabs and breaks his arm, and it's implied that Punisher is escaping. Tell you what, folks. I mean, 9 episodes was a little bit better than the Netflix 13. So that's definitely helpful. I still feel like at least one full episode could have been trimmed out of this thing. Probably more like 2. I think in about 9 hours, we maybe got 45 minutes of Daredevil. And I, you know, I like plot. I love plot. I want plot, yes. But I don't need, you know, 8 hours and 15 minutes of plot and 45 minutes of action. Ugh. One thing though, I gotta say about this one though, this did do what what Marvel has failed to do for a very long time with me. And it got me excited for the Punisher. No bullshit, you know. Nothing Marvel has really done in a long time has got me excited for the future. Like, I'm pretty much to the point like I will probably see the Thunderbolts pretty quickly, depending upon what I work. I haven't looked at my work schedule that far ahead, but chances are I'll probably see Thunderbolts pretty quickly. But I also don't care if it's good or not. Like it's probably not gonna be. It's gonna just be Marvel trying to do Suicide Squad after DC already did it, and since they're trying to recreate something, motherfucker, that happened organically, it's probably not going to be great. It might lead in to Doomsday, but it probably won't. Fantastic Four looks like it's going to be god awful, but also again maybe lead into Avengers that might be cool. The Avengers that I don't even know what the fuck the Avengers lineup is. Anyways, the point is there has been nothing to really make me excited at all lately. But this show did successfully make me excited for the Punisher series. So, just for that, I gotta give the whole thing a thumbs up. Well, all right, folks. That'll probably be it for today. As always, if you're watching this on TikTok, well, the shorts clips on there, hope you're enjoying them. But head on over to YouTube and like and subscribe over there. Oh, future ones we got coming up still yet. We got Andor yet to do. And of course, we will be coming out with The Handmaid's Tale eventually, but that one is going to be really well thought out, guys. All righty then. And as always, keep up to date with what's going on with your daily dose of Dawn.